Hi guys, it's Anne here, and this is another Empties video. I'm going to go through all the empties that I use, or all the products that I used up in the month of July. There were a couple that were like almost there, but I didn't quite make it in this video, so we'll just save those for the August empties. So I'm going to try and be a bit more logical in this video than I have been in past videos, or at least the past couple, I think. And I'm going to do hair care first, then skincare, and then makeup. So let's just get started with hair care. And the first thing that I want to talk about is this is from when I dyed my hair back in like April, March. Can't remember the last time I actually dyed my hair. And this is the conditioner that comes in the packet. Block out my face there so it focuses on this guy. There we go. And this, I always feel bad because I usually use this maybe 2 or 3 times and then I decide to throw it out because I don't care to use it. But I mean, it's a pretty good conditioner that comes in the hair dye kits. So I forced myself to work through this and use it up. Obviously, I would never purposely repurchase this again, but I'm going to continue to keep trying to use these up instead of throwing like a half-empty one out. And the other hair care item that I'm happy that I finished is the Hot Toddy from Drybar. So this is the Hot Toddy Heat and UV Protectant. I've talked about this in past videos. I don't really like it. I would not repurchase it. I definitely felt this on my hair, like it felt like a texture on my hair even after my hair was dry. I did not like the smell of it. I'm sure it's wonderful because it protects your hair when you blow dry your hair, which I actually don't blow dry my hair every time. So that's why it took forever to work through this. I would not repurchase this. I would try other heat protectants though, because I do think it's a good idea. So for skincare, I did use 3 more face masks, the Innisfree My Real Squeeze face masks. So I used the rose one, the coconut one, and the acai berry one. So I didn't really read these properly, and I mentioned this in another video, but they're all the same because all the ones that I had used so far were like a water one. So if you read the back of the rose one, it says, this refreshing water-type Brio mask. But if you read some of the other ones, so the coconut one and the acai berry, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, says this rich cream type Brio mask. So all the ones that I used sort of felt like a slightly then thicker than water texture, whereas these 2 Innisfree ones, these 2, the coconut and acai berry ones are actually more like a milky texture, so they definitely feel way more moisturizing. So I think I would like these ones definitely much more in the wintertime when I want a lot more moisture. So I enjoyed them. I like all of them. I would definitely repurchase them. I do struggle with using sheet masks though, mostly because I feel like it's wasteful. I mean, this is why I don't like using facial wipes. I try and use cotton pads as little as possible. I'm trying to reduce waste that I have in my life. So, I mean, I don't want to be producing tons of garbage. I think obviously that's a bad thing. So that's the one thing with sheet masks that I struggle with. So, I mean, as much as I do like them, I'm not sure I'll continue to use them forever, and I do feel like I use it, I mean, once a week I feel like is not too bad overall. So I finished up a Neutrogena Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen, and this is in SPF 30. It's going to focus on that. There we go. I love this. I repurchased this multiple times. I usually just get the 30. I'm going to be honest, I'm not outside a whole lot during the day. I walk to work first thing in the morning. I come back later in the evening. In the wintertime, I don't really use SPF because my face doesn't see the light of day. But I've been pretty good this summer. This summer is probably the first time that I've been pretty diligent at putting on sunscreen every single day before I put my makeup on. Right now I'm using up another product that I have because I just need to finish it up because it has sunscreen in it and I don't want to keep it for too long, but I definitely would repurchase this in the future. So I finished up this tea tree oil foot repair balm. I don't want to talk about how long I have had this in my cupboard. This is one of those things that like sits under the bottom of your bathroom shelf and you kind of use it here and there because it's like, oh, it's nice to have, you know, a foot cream. I really didn't like this though, to be honest. I don't like the smell of it. I didn't like the feel. It's one of those ones that's real greasy, really slippy. And I'm not sure it was really that good. I actually kind of just prefer to use like the Bath and Body Works Shea, the Ultra Moisture Shea ones, the really thick ones. I think that's a lot better on your feet, or the Body Shop ones as well. So yeah, I don't know where I got this, when I got this. It could have been something my mom bought for me. Like there's a tiny little bit left in this, but I did not care for it enough to really try and struggle to get the remaining bits out. So I finished a micellar water. This is the La Roche-Posay Physiological Micellar Solution, and it's for sensitive skin. So I talked about this in another video. I just wanted to finish it up. It's fine, but it's not good for removing makeup. So I personally didn't like it, and I don't really like using micellar waters to remove makeup. If you use a micellar water to clean your face in the morning, like if you're someone that doesn't like to use soap and wash your face, but you'll use a micellar water, you may be interested in trying this. It's for sensitive skin. It does feel really nice. It doesn't leave any sort of film on your face, so I feel like that's what this would be really good for. And I finished up the Avon Pure Care Eye Makeup Remover. Terrible at this. Again, I talked about this in another video, that this used to be like a holy grail for me. My mom used to buy this for me from the Avon catalog. This burned my eyes. I used it, but I definitely did not. It wasn't burning like, oh my god, I'm going to rip my eyeballs out, but it definitely was not pleasant. So I definitely would not repurchase this again in the future. I have other ones that I like better. I personally really like the Almay Makeup Remover Pads, particularly for waterproof mascara. Even just the regular one. I don't know if they have a waterproof one or not, but I know the regular one's even fine for that. And I do just like to use like the Josie Maran cleansing oil or that kind of thing to remove makeup, like a double cleanse. Because then I'm not using a cotton pad to remove makeup. But I do get that, like if I'm using waterproof makeup or really dark liquid eyeliner, that yeah, I need to use something like a makeup wipe or something like that. But I don't mind the eye pads because they're a bit smaller than using a full facial wipe. Anyway, tangent. So I used up two sort of serums, I guess. The first one is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Targeted Tone Corrector with Vitamin A. And I mentioned this before, like, I don't know if this did anything. It could have been expired. It felt nice. It was like a nice little like moisturizing step. But again, it was just like an extra moisturizing step. I don't think it made any difference to my face whatsoever. And the other one that I used is this Ole Hendrickson Truth Serum, and I bought this. Cover up my face so it'll focus on this guy. There we go. So I bought this in April, I think it was, and I bought it from Winners or Marshalls. And vitamin C is one of those things that it loses potency pretty quickly. You have to buy it right away and use it right away. Obviously, with this being a Winners purchase, it was not new. I mean, it's even in older packaging. So I don't know if this did a whole lot for me. I didn't mind using it. I mean, I would like to try it like a new one. But there's other vitamin C stuff that I want to try first, or other similar type products that I want to try before I go back to trying this again, like a proper version. I think you can get this in like 100-point perks and stuff like that. So perhaps if it comes up in like a 100-point thing, I will definitely get it then and try it. And I think this is the last skincare item that I have, and it's the Olay Replenishing Night Cream. And again, this was one of those things that I just needed to finish up. I did not particularly like this. I did not like the scent. I did not like the texture. I think it broke me out a bit, at least in the wintertime. I was able to use it again the last, obviously, couple months, and it didn't seem to do too badly. But yeah, I didn't like this. It's very, very thick. It's almost like a cold cream texture. And the smell, it's way too old lady fragranced for me. So no thank you. Pass on that. So for makeup items, I have this Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is the Replenishing Face Primer. It's just a little sample. There we go. I think that's in focus. Yeah, I found this, I mean, it's fine. It's like a moisturizer. I found it was very similar to the Fab Coconut Smoothing Moisturizing Smoothie, I don't know what it's called, Smoothie Moisturizing Primer, which I'll put the name up so I get it right, which I like that. I like that more for winter. And again, it's not something like if you don't have dry skin, you probably wouldn't care to use this. It's just kind of like an extra layer of moisture, which is really nice if your skin is dry, which mine is mine's being weird, and it's kind of dry, kind of not. It's definitely in the normal range, but sometimes it'll just be flaky for no reason, and I can't figure out why. Anyway, I like it. I would probably buy it or buy the Fab one, depending on which one is more affordable or which one is on sale at the time. So yeah, I didn't mind that. And the other sort of sample thing that I used was this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation sample. So, oh my goodness, it's getting real dark. I need to talk faster, finish up this video. So this, I think it's in the shade 5.5. I'll double check to see what the shade numbers are, because this was kind of too dark for me. I made it work, but I really liked it. It went on really nice. It looked really nice. I would really like to try this in a shade that's good for me, but I also don't really want to try it in a shade that's good for me because I don't want to like it, because I think this is like a $60 foundation. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Another foundation that I finished up was this Smashbox Camera Ready CC Cream, and it's got SPF 30, and it says it's dark spot correcting. It's in the shade Light. So it's just this little sample-y guy that I got. I can't even remember when I got it, but that's why I used it up, because it has SPF 30 in it. This is not light, by the way, either. I could only use this in the summertime, and I am not the lightest of light. I'm fair, but I'm not the lightest of light. And I just didn't feel like this, like I know it's a CC cream, so it's supposed to be lighter, but I felt like it really didn't do anything either. Like you couldn't really build it up. I didn't feel like it sat very nicely on my skin. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy it all that much. I finished up a Lash Paradise. I'm not going to even talk about this. Everybody and their brother talks about this. It's good. I like it. It's not for everyone. Does it dry out way too quickly? Definitely. And the last product I want to talk about is this Wonder Brow. I finished this up. I took the stopper out. I used a brush to scoop out as much as I could. I would never do that again. It was like freaking rubber cement at the bottom there. It was definitely way too hard. I thought I ruined the brush. I didn't, but it was really hard to get it off that. I don't think I would repurchase this again because I feel like the Anastasia Dip Brow is just as good and it's more accessible to me. Just to give you a test, I was out with my brother and my cousin walking in the rain home from a party, and I didn't wash my face off, and the next day when I got up, my eyebrows were still on. They weren't perfect, but there was still product there, and I was like, if this can last all day through a party, through the rain, and it's still there, like that's good enough for me. Does this stuff last? Yes, like this stuff you put it on and it definitely lasts. And if you're looking for something that, like if you've tried other stuff and it's not working, like if you've tried the Dip Brow and you just don't like that, and again, some people just don't like the texture of the pomades. This is kind of like a pomade though. It's a bit more liquidy when you first buy it. It does start to dry out though. But I even find like the application method of this, like is stupid. Like I don't know how anyone uses this. You have to use a brush with it. So would I repurchase it again? Maybe, but I wouldn't be rushing to go out and buy it, which surprised me because I did have, like, there was a moment in my life where like this was like I can't live without it. Like I used it any of the days that I would go to the gym, or I knew like I want my makeup to stay on. I had to make sure that it was going to stay on. But yeah, at this point in time, I'm kind of changing my mind on that. So that's it. That's it for my empties for the month of July. I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And I would love it if you did subscribe. I know everybody says that, but it does mean the world to me if you want to hang out with me on my channel and check out some of my future videos. I really do hope to see you again sometime soon. Bye.